ACC battle with North Carolina State and Duke. Kevin Harlan, Bill Raftery just underway as Jabari Parker is at the free throw line moments ago, followed by Kyle Washington, a freshman for the Wolfpack. Bill, Duke comes in 2-2 in conference play. The Wolfpack at 1-3.
And Duke trying to find themselves, really. I mean, defense has been solid. Going to Parker very early, full court pressure, trying to stimulate some offense and take away the bigs.
That's a turnover. For those of you who want to see the conclusion of Tennessee and Kentucky, you can now watch live at CBSSports.com.
A lot of motion of late. Trying to keep people moving. Find spots on the floor for Parker.
Parker again, this time taking it in. Washington knocks it away. Vandenberg brings it up, and here comes Cat Barber, finding Desmond Lee, and broken up by Jabari Parker. Out of bounds.
Great hustle, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, rim to rim. Got himself up and down.
Well, coming in, the Blue Devils have won 2 of 3 in 3 of their last 5. North Carolina State has lost 3 of their last 4 games.
They thought they found themselves at ND. And struggling late, up and down is what Mark Gottfried said.
They were good in that game. Here's a shot by the top scorer in the ACC. That's T.J. Warren. Out of bounds. New shot clock at the rim.
T.J. loves the offense.
He does.
Not afraid to attack that rim.
Duke had the nice win over Virginia here back on Monday. And kind of a watershed moment. If you talk to some of the people around the program, they felt that meant a lot in so many ways to this team.
Psychologically found themselves, and Mike alluded to how good Virginia was.
Yes. Barber working on Quinn Cook. Screen by Vandenberg. That means some room for Washington to flourish.
How about that? Going back to his right side. Nice penetration by the big guy.
So Duke is coming off that win of 5 Monday over Virginia. North Carolina State lost at Wake Forest Wednesday by a point. They played much better than they played the game before, where they lost handily to Virginia. They shot outside by Cook. Lee and a foul. That will go on the freshman, Matt Jones from DeSoto, Texas.
Take advantage of the minutes. McDonald's All-American and all out. And this is Duke's style of basketball. You got to compete against them. All those long rebounds on threes. Duke is very good at finding the open shooter, so you got to chase.
Mike Krzyzewski said he wanted more fight, more intensity with his players. I guess evidence right there.
You notice the last few games, the line changes and trying to search and find guys who want to give it all.
Cat Barber, he's a freshman. Quinn Cook is in there, but it was on Barber, or is it on Cook?
Cook with a little nickel dimer.
Cook will pick it up.
And that's that look. Intimidating officials. I could go back to Frank McGuire, had a great way. Dean Smith had a quiet way. Mike, too, just has the look, and can't blame him on that one.
And Cook getting in the way again. He's feisty.
And they're really denying every place and doing a great job. You got to set your man up. The screener has to step back to the ball.
Cook, the junior. Barber, the freshman.
Now, this is the pressure that Mike likes from his team. Takes away the inside game.
Warren again.
Great floater, though.
Got it effectively, and he traveled. Wipe it away.
He really is tough in that lane. Got a great feel for the release point, the time of it.
Duke comes in as the top scoring team in the ACC. Second best shooting team in the conference. Good. Nice move inside, working on T.J. Warren.
Putting it down so effectively all year. Sets up that outside game.
Barber lost the ball. Cook knocked it away. Washington vacuums it in. He beats the defense of Jabari Parker.
Got to be a little more patient. Now, that's one. I thought that was a clean play, too. And Parker gets the foul. This kid can go either way, explode, has a middle game. What an addition. Mike saying he got the ball.
So Kentucky holds on to win, and they beat their rival in the Southeastern Conference, Tennessee, in a game at Rupp. That's Washington at the free throw line. He's from Champlin, Minnesota. He is now at the free throw line, 9 of 13 this season. He's not gotten there that much, but he has started the last 4 games, including today.
Nice looking player. Posts up, can finish, runs the floor. They get steps again. Holding the ground and walling up is what coaches call it. Put that belly in there. A belly bump.
So far, North Carolina State with 3 turnovers early and not even 3 minutes gone. Here's Hood.
So good at beating you with the dribble. Uses screens well. Look at drive, draw, kick, open look. Mark it there.
And Duke has got the lead.
Cook at 35% from 3. Pretty easy. You put it on the shelf like that.
Good spin move by Barber. Off of North Carolina State.
Got the line change coming, Kevin. Get your cue cards out.
Mass substitution. They started this against Virginia. And a timeout taken.
They are deep, no question about it. A lot of great perimeter players.
I thought they were going to take a break. They did not.
Mark Godfrey a little bit upset too. Coach is in the game early. I think you have to match Mike Krzyzewski when you're in this building too. You know, let the officials know you're in the game.
That's a tall order.
Yep. I didn't say in the one-loss column.
Talk about that.
He is unerring from deep. Andre Dawkins. They say getting the rust off. That didn't look rusty.
Oh no. It's an 8-0 run by Duke.
This is where you need composure. Use a little more clock unless something like this shows. That was bad. I thought they were in there late on the step in.
May have been off the fingertips of Tyler Thornton and off of Duke.
Hairston with a good read.
Yep.
Got away with it.
We welcome you to Durham, North Carolina, the campus of Duke University, and we present North Carolina State against 23rd ranked Duke. Kevin Harlan, Bill Raftery, early going here. With the shot outside by the freshman Cat Barber. North Carolina State, here's the top scorer, who feeds inside to the freshman Washington. And it bounces back up and in as North Carolina State comes in 11-6, 1-3, number 9 in the ACC, and Bill Duke, as we welcome the rest of the country here to Durham, 2-2, 7th uncharacteristically in the ACC.
Rocky start, nice penetration. Gator putting on the deck and finishing. And Vandenberg, I think, got the tip in at the other end. Too frenzied here, I think, by State.
That's T.J. Warren, the top scorer in the ACC, putting it in. He's 9th nationally, and he brings the Wolfpack to within 3.
Now, they want to attack, but I think you got some sensibility about it.
Duke unbeaten at home, 10-0. They won 2 of their last 3 overall. Picked up by Warren, and he'll come racing the other way.
Ooh, silly foul, really. That's an effort play that you just let go. Don't pick up.
Stadium.
Now, all the talk about Parker, is he slowing down a little bit? Has he met that freshman wall? I think they're going to try and do a lot more things for him. Isolate, get him in motion, get him to spots that he's comfortable. The terrific talent in the meantime. Hood has been just magnificent when you think of it. In, out, off the deck.
Here's Hood right here. He is the transfer from Mississippi State. There's Jabari Parker. Let one fly. And Desmond Lee was fighting in there with Cat Barber. And here comes the Wolfpack, losing 3 of their last 4. 4 of their 6 coming off a loss Wednesday at Wake Forest, 70-69.
Nice denial. Hold on.
Parker.
The Denizens up early. And that sets the tone. Exactly what Mike Krzyzewski told both of us. Try and take a pressure off the inside people by defending on the perimeter. Nice pass. Oh, take that.
Lee had it knocked away by the freshman Jones. Cook the other way. Defense back by Barber.
Good hustle. Vandenberg, both ends.
And Barber was defending. Here we have a 3-on-2 and T.J. Warren. With the freshman Washington. Cook scored one up.
Nice. Run to the rim in the right spot. And normally, the ability to knock those shots down. Warren, a couple of opportunities in that lane.
North Carolina State led early by 3. Duke is led by as many as 5.
Nice.
It was good play inside. That's the freshman from Texas, DeSoto, Texas, Matt Jones, making his 2nd career start this afternoon.
He's not just another Jones. He's a McDonald's All-American. He had 23 points against Jabari in high school and beat them with his high school team. Pretty good reserve when you think of it. But the denial, the aggressive play, and early send it in, big fella, with Kevin Hart.
At Cameron Indoor Stadium, it was a win for Duke over Virginia here on Monday by 5, and they feel that was a kind of a far-reaching win for this team.
Confidence builder. They've got some, been up and down a little bit. Clemson played very well, though, in that game. A little more speed now.
Tyler Lewis
is loose in the game.
Washington again.
Kanye, he can load up with the best of them, the big fella. Can't get him enough minutes. Really been taking weight off. They feel another year and a half, he's going to be something. He carves out area, gets good offensive rebounding position.
He's 325. He takes a lot of space. He's right now watching Emil Jefferson.
And Jefferson, a dribble driver or gets a handoff. Nice control there. You can see what Mike's trying to do. ISO. Nice hustle defensively. What else can Hood do?
Duke, the #1 offensive team in the ACC. #2 in shooting. #1 in three-point shooting. But defense has been an issue.
It's just cross screen and open look for Hood.
Quinn Cook.
Light it up. You really got to work to get free, set your man up. Look at this denial. That's exactly what Duke does beautifully. Jones with the overload, something Mike's been doing for years.
34 years to be exact here at Duke. Mark Gottfried's on the other side. He has recruited so well. They have now a roster with all kinds of McDonald's kids in there, All-Americans from high school.
He's really happy with the program down there. Loves living in the area. A couple of straight NCAAs.
Came from Alabama, where he played. Before that, he was a head coach at Murray State. And before that, an assistant at UCLA.
When they won.
Lewis, yes, they won. 95.
Jim Herrick.
TJ Warren. This kid. Good looking shot again by the top scorer in the conference.
How much can he do? Tough out. Not a great deep shooter at 21%. He can bite you.
He had 22 the other night against Wake Forest. He's 9th nationally is TJ Warren.
Yeah, Jefferson, pretty good rebound on the offside.
Parker whacked inside and fouled.
Well, they've put him in a few spots, haven't they? Loading up on the post, yeah.
Close.
Exactly. Get him on the board, get him some confidence. But here, stretching the D, nylon early for Carolina State. And also the early offense with the three, the screen and pop. Just so tough. You got to run back, get set, and get out on the wings.
It's Jabari Parker at the free throw line. The freshman from Chicago, Simeon, leads Duke in points and rebounding and block shots. And it was well chronicled. He had 7 consecutive 20-point games to open his college basketball career. But that seems like a lifetime ago because recently he has been staggering a bit, at least statistically.
Well, as you well know, because we chatted about it, you get into conference play, the preparation's totally different. They're ready for him. You can see guys scout, take away his strength, cause him to do some other things he's uncomfortable with, but everything has dropped. But I would suggest it will turn because Mike and his observations to us was about moving him to different areas, find out the sweet spot, also to get him emotional more. He's usually able to just control anybody he's played against.
Some people have suggested a freshman wall.
Well, I don't know about that. Look at that body. I hit the wall early in my kindergarten career.
Well, against Virginia, Duke went 10 deep, 9 players playing at least 10. Here's her second unit out on the floor. Mass substitutions outside TJ Warren with the rebound by Tyler Thornton of Duke.
You can see Warren's got the green light, thinks offense.
Here is Suleiman. Boy, he had a nice game-winning shot. 3 against the Cavaliers on Monday here.
He's played well of late.
He has.
He can beat you with the dribble or out.
I think people thought they were going to see some more offense from him this year, but he had the 21. They'll be getting on track to drive. Stepped out of bounds.
Boy, you can see they scout. Get up on the shooter. Catch.
Sunday, January 26th. Don't miss live performances you won't see anywhere else by Katy Perry, Robin Thicke, Lord, and many more on music's biggest night. The Grammy Awards, LL Cool J will host Sunday, January 26th, only CBS. This is Rustin Turner.
And he can shoot. LSU transfer. You can see right up on him on the catch. They are not afraid to push it up the floor and take that open look. Set play with a lock low.
Like we talked about earlier, both teams have struggled defensively this season.
Plumlee on the floor now. See if he can do some damage in the box area and rebound.
Suleiman got up in the air and he traveled. That's one thing coaches tell you not to do. Don't get off your feet.
Major mistake for a talent. You can see Mike trying to extend the floor every opportunity that he has. See if he can force some quick early jacks.
So again, the mass substitution, something that was instituted on Monday. Plus, they were talking about more, and you mentioned this earlier, more motion in their offense, more passing.
Well, he feels he's very deep and talented, particularly on the perimeter. And I would think day-to-day somebody looks better in practice.
Here comes Cat Barber, a McDonald's All-American from Hampton, Virginia. Washington.
Got to make that. Cat on the loose. Nice look by the little guy.
Good.
Early.
Hood the three.
Offense. Murder. You got to get back and out. In some cases, you got to get out before you get back.
In conference play, Rodney Hood is the leading three-point shooter and the leading scorer in conference play only. And as he says, that's what matters here at Duke. And out of bounds, it's off of the Blue Devils.
Now, they're trying to run that UCLA offense, but the ability to get down the floor early and just see no attention paid to detail. You got to get out here. This kid is too good. That old southpaw like honey on the delivery. Tough.
In backcourt, and Barber lost the ball. He tried to knock it off of Cook, and he missed him.
And that's all Cook. Denial on the ball on the inbounder, but everybody else doing a great job in position. They're just big on the ball, deny in the backcourt.
North Carolina State normally averages about 11 turnovers a game, Bill. They've got 8 already, 8 of them.
And I think the defense is hepped up here, don't you?
Yeah.
The Duke's playing a lot more aggressively than I've seen them.
Hood picked up by Turner. It's Quinn Cook for 3.
Nice. I tell you, he does a great job rebounding Jefferson.
Dawkins a 3. Off of Plumlee, saved out of bounds, off of North Carolina State. Halfway through the first half tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern. Get an exclusive look at the playoffs and the path for the 4 teams and the trail they rode on their way to the NFL Championship. Chase presents all of this Mercedes-Benz in the NFL Championship Chase on CBS tomorrow.
It's a great day, huh? Nice floater. He is really... I think he's rounded his game much more than just a shooter. I should say just a pretty face. Puts it on the deck as well.
Senior from Chesapeake, Virginia. Desmond Lee, the junior college transfer. And Washington again. Vandenberg from Australia.
Getting in the right spot.
He was.
He's down under. He's comfortable.
North Carolina State has led by as many as 3. Duke has been up by as many as 8. Again, it's had a couple times. Hood to Cook. Screen by Plumlee.
Plumlee's got to get to the rim, though, quicker.
Yep, roll. Cook for 3.
Inside out. Ball movement, unselfish play.
Cook's got 8 points. He averages 13.
We talked about inside game, but not on the catch at all, Kevin. It's all been dribble drive.
It's Barber. He puts it in. It's this kid, this Cat Barber, broke all of Allen Iverson's high school records in scoring and otherwise in Hampton High School basketball.
He's quick, but I don't think he's Iverson quick, do you?
No, not quite. But he's Cat quick, as you said. Sister gave him that name when he was an infant. Andre Dawkins.
They don't look at the Plumlee at all. This is what they like. Refusal.
Going in, Washington got in the way.
Boy, they've thrown some dangerous passes, State.
26 miles away from the North Carolina State campus. Barber with the slashing move. It's Plumlee right there with the rebound.
I think I'd like to see him use Vandenberg a little bit more.
Thus we may see Plumlee a little bit more.
Jefferson really won't make some offensive moves unless necessary. Good on the catch off drives. Nickel dimer.
7:51 in the first half at Cameron Indoor, and the Devils by 7. Third year. And again, multiple substitutions out there for the Blue Devils. Josh Hairston now comes out. Here's Suleiman back in the game. Jabari Parker.
Tough to cover that corner. Dribble drive right. Space out in the left corner. Great acknowledgement.
He's got a game-high 8. Rebounding has been an interesting story so far, as North Carolina State leads Duke in that category, 17-8.
Well, I've seen them play about 6 games, Duke. I think they're really on top of their defensive maneuvers here. There's a nice step in. Boy, they are like drive it to the well. Outside the restraining area, but this is where your top guard has to come down and cover. And Parker, what wall?
In the ACC, he's only been shooting 30%. Jabari Parker. He's a 4-time Illinois State high school basketball champion. 4 times they win the state title. Incredible. Amazing.
Great genes, too.
Yeah, Dad Sonny.
You probably announced some of his games, I would think, right?
He played 6 years in the league. Parker again. Nice
point. He can handle. That's what makes him tough. Inside now, and strength at the rim.
Going in right there.
Vandenberg with a little reach instead of stepping over.
Reaching in, picks it up. Monday on CBS, the action drama gets an upgrade. Josh Holloway stars in the new thriller Intelligence. Catch a new episode Monday at 10, 9 Central, only CBS. Parker at the line, 3rd leading scorer in conference play so far.
Kevin, all this talk about what point of the season is he at, one thing he has going, he competes. You talk to anybody involved in the program. Not only is he talented, but it's the preparation against him. He's such a triple threat guy. Loves the game.
That's a great point, though, because the scouting reports are out there on him now that he's had a body of work.
No, exactly. He really understands it. I think it's all about doing it every trip, understanding how tough it is and how people are going to prepare for you. But what better coach and staff
than here
to take care of that?
Absolutely. Duke on a 14-4 run. 6.5 to play in the half.
No touches on the box other than the dribble.
Shot clock is at 7. Barber. Washington.
Boy, he really bailed them out, didn't he? Didn't count the house. 32 into the lane.
He now has a Kyle Washington.
Barber could have got away with a little something on that dribble.
He stepped out.
You see a nice job here with the little ball screen and just rolling to the rim. And this is what you got to do. Be busy. Don't just stand still. Got to help your partner out. On the fly, that play was.
Talking to Mike Krzyzewski before the game, and he talked about this earlier. A very young team. One of the youngest, in fact, that he's worked with recently.
Ever, he said, I thought.
Good.
And that guy is amazing how he can just use both hands.
Wow. Here we go. Parker.
How about him?
Well, he is aggressive with his team this afternoon.
Don't get mad at me. LeBron-like when he goes to the rim. I'm not saying he's LeBron, but he is a tank as he approaches that 3-second area. Aggressive in nature, great body, willing to take a hit and dispense some as well.
You know, we're going to start Wiggins at Kansas. This kid, we saw Julius Randle last week and earlier today on CBS with Kentucky. When he shoots now, and I'm not saying he's like this guy, but if you watch his feet, where he kind of kicks him out a little bit like Kobe. You know, when he not watch his form.
Well, they all watch the NBA guys.
No,
and they do pick up things from them. Hopefully, all good.
Yeah. But here, look at in one segment we've talked about LeBron and Kobe with this kid. That's we're reaching certainly, but the thought is there that he was as highly ranked as any kid coming out of high school basketball a season ago.
I think we just like to let them play and enjoy it. You know,
exactly.
we generally have too much to say. Ooh, look at this defense, three-quarter. And look at him get out and run.
Suleiman. An open lane and outside. Parker
delivers the knockout. Now this game is slipping. Never had composure. Here's almost another turnover on Barber. The point of attack, Quinn, Cook, put them in the furnace, but Suleiman, the find. And how about this? Ringing the bell. Parker, bringing the house down. Indoor.
Starts Monday at 8, 7 Central. Only CBS. The turnovers have been grabbed by Duke, and look at the result.
Incredible. They come after you. Their game is all about aggressive at the point of attack, then eye on the wings, and contain the bounce.
Parker's got the 13 points to lead all scores. There's a foul going on Hood. Rodney Hood out of Meridian, Mississippi. One of the few transfers that Krzyzewski has brought into the program.
I never got calls like that. Transfers I had.
Fourth player. Transferred to Duke under Mike Krzyzewski.
Sean McLeod comes to mind.
Yes, he sure did. Yeah, right, exactly.
Amongst many. Or others.
Seth Curry.
Yeah. He had a pretty good one. How about that family? Who's the best shooter in that family?
I still like Dan.
I like Dell.
Turner.
And I like Turner, too, mixing it up off the dribble, known as a catch and deliver.
As Bill said, Ralston Turner is a transfer from LSU. Leonard Freeman not playing today. The freshman from Washington, D.C. for the Wolfpack has an ankle sprain.
And that hurts the rotation, no question about it. I just think it's the speed. Woody, you can't leave him. He's such a good shooter. The potential of tipping is there on each release.
Well, he's probably the most complete player so far for Duke. Barber floats.
Ooh. Cutting.
Trims his way in.
Exactly like it. We got them all. Leave a tip on the way out. This is where they got to get control a little bit, North Carolina State.
Suleiman, sophomore from Houston. Nice steal. Barber is a good on-ball defender, and he comes the other way. They got a 3-on-2. A nice find. Nice find, and he goes inside. Ralston Turner cleans it up.
I didn't think he saw him for a minute there. You're wide open, but Turner, the speed to cover, and Barber getting right into the lane. Solid performance. Who's next?
Don't miss Boomer and Carton. Weekday morning starting at 6 Eastern on CBS Sports Network. The 24-hour home of CBS Sports.
Yeah, I played golf with both of those guys.
Yeah.
Carton's course demeanor leaves a lot to be lacked. Lacks a lot, I should say. Pinch post set play, dribble exchange.
Screen by Plumlee. Dawkins a 3.
That's where they're tough. The offensive rebound.
Oh, what a steal! Dawkins the triple. Vandenberg knocked out of his hands by Thornton.
The hands active, nothing easy against Duke.
Seth Davis getting you caught up on what's going on in college basketball today. Plus, they'll preview the final game of our great tripleheader between Oklahoma State and KU. Coming up on the AT&T at the half, a look at the 41st President of the U.S., George H.W. Bush, in attendance here for the game today. On hand to recognize head coach Mike Krzyzewski for his commitment and leadership in working toward eliminating cancer as a public health threat. He's the first sitting president or former president ever to watch a game inside Cameron Indoor.
How about that?
Yeah.
Nice little note. We're seeing him at a lot of the golf tournaments. He and Jim Nance are great pals.
They sure are.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, if you watch Duke in the first couple ACC games, they're a different team now. I mean, they look different.
I think the fire has been stoked, though. I think just visiting with Mike today, the intensity level, I'm sure it's been ratcheted up at practice. You mentioned the line changes, looking for everybody to be in perfect condition at all times, every trip, all out.
He says, play with heart. I want to fight. I want to play with heart.
And as you know, it's been tough for Mike, too. He lost his brother, Bill, said he was his hero. And he said he's nothing like his brother. Very heartbreaking when you listen to him. His hero, he said, I'm nothing like my brother. My brother was the best.
Says he's coaching with a heavy heart.
And
His brother Bill died just after Christmas. He was 71, and Mike said, "I haven't been at my best since Christmas," understandably so. His dad died when he was a young man, Mike did, and so the older brother became not only an older brother as he was, but almost like a father figure.
Yeah, and I met Bill a few times, one of them when they honored Coach K Court here. He said it was such an impressive ceremony and service. The respect he has for the Chicago Fire Department is extraordinary. So God bless him.
Offensive foul going on Plumlee. Here we go the other way, and a quick turnover again. Downs loses it. He'll send it the other way to the Wolfpack in North Carolina State. A team that is young, much like Duke. A team that is recruiting very well. They've been to the last two NCAA tournaments.
Hey, Mark knows what he's doing, no question about it. It's just getting control of this game for North Carolina State. The speed of it has accelerated some of their thought process and caused some problems with turnovers.
Parker back in the game for Duke with Thornton. Jefferson is out there. Quinn Cook. Hood, that's the Duke 5. Here comes Tyler Lewis. He was a McDonald's kid. He's a sophomore. Here's Cat Barber. Rebound, climbing the lane. Jefferson coming off his first career double-double on Monday against Virginia.
He was big time coming down the stretch, making free throws. Look at this kid come at you. Parker. And up again.
Ooh, took one across the chops and down awkwardly in Vandenberg.
Well, he's not happy because he feels guys aren't helping on the glass, but pretty good shake and maneuver and the ability and strength because of that wide body to dominate.
So they got Parker at the free throw line. Teams have been trying to figure out how to defend him, so sometimes they put bigger guys on him. We just saw Vandenberg put bigger guy on him.
And then they move him out.
Exactly.
That's the problem, right?
Exactly. And then Duke has used him as a decoy to open up things for other players, but now they find that just give him the ball and let him go.
Well, and part of it, too, is fun when he gets the basketball, the timing of it, who's on him, and delivering it at the moment.
B.J. Anya checks in. There he is right there with the ball. He's a freshman. He has got a 7'9" arm span. 7'9".
Covers the baseline.
It's the biggest, they think, in college basketball.
Well, we could use him at dinner. Pick it up.
Jefferson with a great feed pass. And Duke has gone up by 10.
And you know what that was all about. The scatter report, run the floor. Anya can't keep up with you. Jefferson, wire to wire.
Duke, 21-2 points off turnovers. Warren from outside Washington, those long arms, vacuuming in that ball.
Oh, nice hands. Anya thought he had one.
Hood.
The other end was all set up by the hands of Thornton. See the hurry they're playing at? Not good right now.
Hood sat out last season due to NCAA transfer rules as he came from Mississippi State. And in the state of Mississippi, Rodney Hood was terrific.
Yeah, just look at the hands right here. Question about it. And just getting organized on the other end. Just a step through. Simple basketball. Outnumbered. Anya can't get back. And we mentioned earlier, adept going either way.
So with the free throw line is T.J. Warren, a sophomore from right here in Durham. He played in prep school ball up in New Hampshire at Brewster. His dad played for North Carolina State back in the late 70s under Norm Sloan. Tony.
You got that championship a few years ago.
Godfrey said to T.J. Warren, he's as good as anyone I've ever coached.
He attacks, though. Great offensive mentality.
Cook weaving. Jefferson couldn't get it. Cook does. Parker.
Quicker to the ball.
Excuse me. It was outside. It was Thornton who hit that shot.
Quicker to the ball, Kev. They need to score and a stop. There you go. They get in a defensive stance. Well, he does play some offense, though.
He does.
A little activity. Lost some weight. Pretty good runner in traffic.
Warren now has 12. Final seconds here in the first half.
You want all your guys to rebound in the red shirts now. They got time. Got to push.
They might have a chance here. Let's see what Barber does with it on the move. But if it goes, then he can't get it to fall. And that takes us to the break with Duke on top by 13 points. That's the end of the first half. Jabari Parker putting on a show. And Duke is in control at halftime. We send you to Greg Gumbel in New York with the AT&T at the half. After these messages on CBS. Let's now take a look at the Mercedes-Benz first half stats. I don't know if the three-point shoot, what stands out there? There's so many big numbers.
Well, you had mentioned, I just think points off turnovers is big. The aggressive defense setting a lot of that up. So composure necessary for a state. But how about ringing a bell? This is what you like. Oh, no, jacket from deep. Stroking. A lot of these are off turnovers, offensive rebound, kick out, under the hood, everything. Percolating around the horn. Dawkins, you name it. They've been banging those threes.
One thing about the ACC, it has changed face. We've added some new members. Now it's a stronger, deeper conference, as difficult as you're going to find.
It's as tough as there is, I think, night out. Devastating.
Here we go, starting the second half. Duke and State. Wolfpack have led by as many as 3. That was very early. Duke's lead, 15 points at one time. Got a couple ties, one lead change.
Ooh, a touch on the box. This is what the plan was.
Washington. Parker got it. Shove and a foul. State's high in turnovers this season. 16, Bill. They've already got 15.
Got to get attempts, particularly against Duke. Opens up the floor for them. Make them play some half court.
Quinn Cook's got the ball. Parker's out there. Hood. Neil Jefferson. And the fifth starters, Matt Jones, a freshman, inside Parker.
Okay, they got it. I thought Vandenberg just flipped it out. Yeah, they do change it. That's the right call.
Vandenberg, Washington. Here we go as you watch him inside.
Got to grab that opportunity. Don't give them second chances. The other thing on Hood at the other end, I think you've got to trap him a little bit. Don't you, on the ball screens? He's too good.
I agree.
Look at this. Come over and help.
I mean, he's the most complete player Duke has right now.
He is a high-level performer. Little strip in the right spot. He's great size, standing down the floor before the game. Legit 6'7", maybe a little more.
Parker lost the ball. Now they got a free ride with Cook.
It's the third turnover by Barber. Not valuing the ball. He and Lee struggling. 6 between them.
Desmond Lee.
Shot clock down 19. It is a buzzsaw when you come in here.
It is.
It's easy to lose your composure. Shot clock didn't start. It was at 19. Now they got it all. We can feel the pressure, though, when you come in here. You're working with Bob Mosbach, a producer. It's not easy. We're under the gun from the get-go.
The operative word's not easy.
Look at this pressure causing a timeout. Everybody asleep at the other end. One guard, not enough.
Quick look at the AT&T fast analysis.
I talked about the defense, the strip here in the back, just great anticipation. Now look at all the people ready to go. Fill the lane, just terrific opportunity. And you're feeding this talented defensive team on runouts and finishes at the rim. And why not? A resounding bang by Parker.
Tyler Lewis, Desmond Lee, Vandenberg, Washington, T.J. Warren are the 5 out there for State.
And Parker doing a real nice job with his footwork on the post defense against a bigger guy. This is all part of the learning deal. Playing bigger.
Lewis. Nice hesitation.
Good to see him here, right? Yesterday, Bob Monsbach was there earlier, said he was not healthy at practice, a little flu-y.
Had flu-like symptoms in the Wake Forest game the other night. Jefferson, 10 and 15 against Virginia on Monday.
Nice play.
Whoa.
Good coverage, though.
Lewis, Cook is there. A little twist around the floor. Little tie-up.
Now, Warren on that last play was really heads up on the lob. Great attention to detail. And right here, you talked a little bit about Lewis with that hesitation, and here, misuse of the bounce at this level. You're going to pay for it.
Wolfpack now, 17 turnovers. That's the new season high. We've got 18 minutes to go.
Same play, ball screen, empty side, rolled by Jefferson.
Parker screen, Cook the drive. Jefferson and Parker rolled 1-3.
Wow. So much to cover.
He's got the stroke.
And Jefferson does not make mistakes. That's why he's in that lineup. Doesn't force the issue, end up with a clean look.
Parker's nailed a couple triples. 17 for the game.
Nothing easy. Great hands.
Lee contorts.
Look at the numbers.
Yeah, here comes Cook. Hold on! Here comes Parker. Caught some wind that time, and that kind of knocked him astray. He's pushed. Parker saying he was airborne and pushed while in flight.
And he was right. Terrific pass to gate it. The only way you can stop him, grab a hold.
I don't recall a season any more so than how much talk there's been about freshmen in this college game this year. Individually, too. There's a good runner inside. That's by a sophomore. A transfer. Rodney Hood putting it in. That's been one of the themes of this college basketball season, these great freshmen.
You're right. No question about it. Of course, Doug McDermott not doing a bad job as a senior.
Yeah, you got it. You got it in a couple days.
Yeah, next week. Seems to ring the bell pretty good when I've seen him.
Coached by his dad up in Omaha as Warren was taking it in and felt some shoving. We'll look at Mike Krzyzewski. And that's the way this ACC looks right now. Hard to believe. Duke and some of those others. Look at North Carolina. Duke.
How would you like to wake up in the morning saying you're in this league coaching? And look at all those names,
wow.
And talented programs. And you're right, Carolina up and down. Good some days, not so good. Others today took care of BC, but it's not over yet.
No. There's a lot of basketball. Suleiman and Plumlee will check in. Jefferson will sit. Hood will sit.
Got to take advantage of the freebies. Clock stop.
Duke has won 26 consecutive home games. Ties for the longest active home court winning streak in the country right now. Suleiman. Parker. Pass by Suleiman. A 7-0 run by the Devils.
And you heard Mike Krzyzewski say he's got to learn how to get to open spots, and Parker certainly did that trip. Hidden on the short corner, the long corner.
Well, you talked about his footwork, and it's good. Lewis, hard shot. 2 Blue Devils in his face.
Somebody's got to step up right now, and this is the end where State's got to state their case. Get down and dirty.
Rasheed Suleiman. Lewis pushing ahead. Here comes Warren.
Nice.
Had a chance as they did a little move on that baseline by Suleiman, and he finds a quick deuce.
Yeah, Suleiman gambled, sold out, and the ability to get to the rim.
Warren with 14.
Zone look right now.
Three-point shot won't go from Jones. Picked up by Parker.
Speed. You got to come up with those if they're their guards. Anything long like that in the lane, red shirt's got to gather.
Parker incredibly engaged on both ends, it seems.
Right, but you know what? I think in some ways all these people saying negative things.
There he is again. Vacuuming it in. Up and out.
That would have brought the house down.
That would have been some kind of shot.
Good call. He is engaged. He's more than that. He's married to this game.
CBS Sports coverage of NCAA headliner for Duke is this freshman out of Chicago, Jabari Parker.
Oh, what a talent. No question about it. And maybe some of the negative thoughts or publicity just very much involved and aggressive, playing terrific D. I think it starts with Duke. If you play good D, good things seem to happen for you. Barber back on the floor, maybe calm down a little bit. Of course, when you look at Tyler Lewis, the McDonald's All-American did a real solid job. So this is a good chance for him to get his composure.
That's a good point. Catch his breath. Warren
tripped him.
He's in there trying to make a move, and Thornton was there biting the dirt.
Let's hope he's all right, by the way, Kevin. He went down.
He did.
He turned his foot on an opponent's foot. Hazardous in that lane. Oh, boy, did he really turn it. No question about it. Good strength to the rim. He is fond of that 3-second area.
When you think about these great high school players, Bill, that come into the college game, especially notable programs like these two certainly do. They've had the AAU coaching, they've had the high school coaching, now they got a third level of coaching. I mean, it's kind of interesting the way you see these kids mature and go from level to the next.
Well, Mike was saying that you can be good in high school or great, and come to college, it's a different set of circumstances. It's a learning process, what's expected of you on a consistent basis. Some kids aren't prepared for that.
Lee got some space, and it's the in-lane jump shot. Just like a little thing like running and moving without the ball. Is such an important thing.
And another one of those guys in the lane, strong and tags off the bounce. Lee. Let's see what they got here. They got a little bit of a boxing one. No, straight up man.
Anya works on Hood. Good fake.
They were trying to take Anya with the dribble.
Travel.
And that was sort of an ankle turnover there. Warren struggling to come down.
Traveling violation Monday on The Late Show. Dave's got Oscar nominee Julia Roberts plus the top 10. Followed by The Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson. It's Monday, only CBS. Dawkins is in. Jefferson, Hood, Hairston comes in the contest. So Parker will take a breather and inbounding Quinn Cook.
Starts out at 2-3, looking to match up. Danger lurking in the back line.
Cook. And saved by T.J. Warren. Playing back home is right from Durham. Lee the three.
Inside.
Yeah, sure was.
Washington trying to do some damage in there. Gets a bow.
It's been a while since North Carolina State has won in this building against a Duke team coached by Mike Krzyzewski. Back in 1988, February 6th. Warren. A lot of traffic there. Good rebound by Jefferson.
A lot of teams could say that, Kevin.
Yes, they can.
It's an atmosphere. It's a level that you've got to match. And how about this? I mean, you can't leave him like that. Hairston doing a good job on that glass for this team. Wow. Tardy covering. Got to get down and compete.
16-point lead. Oh. And we got some words after Anya. And Dawkins.
I'm on Anya's side. Who do you have?
There we go. Big arm, big bear hug around the back there of Quinn Cook.
A little lucky pair, but right now they're just not giving anything easy. And boy, that is a lot of weight airborne. And then a little smile by Cook.
He played at DeMatha in the D.C. area in Maryland, and Anya was a two-time state champion in Maryland. One of the top high school players.
Philly's got a big upside.
Yeah.
And just taking him a while to get himself in the kind of condition you have to be to play at this level.
He's now 8 of 14 from the free throw line as North Carolina State as a team, 3 of 9.
He's an offensive glass guy. Obviously can screen well. Tough to get around Carv's area.
There was a nice 7-game winning streak for State during this season with their biggest win, January 7th against Notre Dame.
Terrific on the road, too.
Yes. And that's where Duke lost.
And when you're young and you're putting parts together, it takes a while.
It does. Jefferson
knows his game, this kid. A lot of guys would have shot that knowing that that's not your greatest strength, but putting it on the deck and being available. And then the belly bump as he gets to the rim. How about this one? Whew. Mom, that hurts.
Yeah. Like we mentioned before, first career double-double the other night against UVA with the 10 points and 15 boards. He's from Philadelphia. Two-time State of Pennsylvania High School Player of the Year. Neil Jefferson.
Struggles from that line, but can make some timely ones.
Yeah, 42% from the stripe, you're right. Under 13 to play here in the second half from Cameron Indoor. Up next, KU against Oklahoma State. Lee stripped. Tyler Thornton.
Right in the rim. And cross court. Look at this coverage. You just can't handle it.
How about that? How about that?
You can't shut the water off all over.
Wonderful rhythm, huh? Wonderful rhythm.
Gorgeous basketball.
Oh. Biggest lead for Duke at 21. Turner left it.
Numbers.
Here we go.
Good hustle.
It was nice by Desmond Lee.
Didn't give up on the play. Shown some involvement. Boy, they are stripping with regularity. Great hands, and then the run out. Just can't cover it all. Whew. The spread. They did that in the half court, too. They used to use that high ball screen, put two in each corner, one in each corner, and just pick your poison.
We talk about a statistic that's eye-popping. Here's a three. Dawkins. Inside Warren. Points off turnovers. Duke 31-2. 31-2.
Tough to overcome. Nice shake and move.
Barber. And that's a Duke foul going on Josh Hairston. Blue Devils on top. They began AC&C. Work at 1-2. Looking for their third win.
These big donations. Some of those names are great, though. Battier up there, Hurley.
Oh, my gosh.
So,
Ferry and
Danny Furry, yeah.
Dawkins. Dawkins was maybe the first big recruit that
he was.
Coach K got.
Well, Jay Billis says no. He was.
Well, yeah, no,
Mark Gallery was involved as well. But you're right, Johnny. People forget the speed and dexterity he possessed, knowledge of the game. Just ran into him early in the year in Stanford. Doing a heck of a job there.
Hood is back out there. Here's Parker back on the floor. Jefferson down low. Far side, they got Dawkins. And on top there, Quinn Cook. That's the Blue Devil 5. Lee and Barber. The tip of the defense for State. Jefferson,
nice.
Oh, nice pass indeed.
And Jefferson, whatever you need. This kid really showing what a role player can do. Know your game. Find your fame as well.
Parker's got 21. Ralston Turner
pulled the string a little.
Lee, oh, nice look away. Anya digging, finding.
Once he turns, forget about it. Call for some assistance.
Anya's down low, and Barber providing the D outside. Dawkins.
How about that? Sidestep the challenge. Boy, what an advantage they will have as this year progresses, the way he's coming around.
He's got 3 triples this afternoon, 11 points. And T.J. Warren sliding off that baseline. Warren's put in 16.
Yeah, a little three-quarter now, change the look. They can't match baskets. They got to stop, get some stops.
Here's Jefferson himself taking it in with a State foul. With about 10 to play, coming up next, Marcus Smart and the Cowboys battle Andrew Wiggins and the Jayhawks in a Big 12 showdown right here on the road to the Final Four. CBS Sports. Anya picks up his 4th personal foul at the free throw line once again.
That should be
Jefferson. Yeah, Kansas, Oklahoma State.
I'm looking forward to that one. Chris Brown, the ability to make shots outside. Marcus Smart, maybe the premier point guard. A lot of good ones.
He's a good head of teams to go last year, decided to stay, which is terrific.
And Kansas sort of finding their way, aren't they?
They are now. They had the big win at Iowa State, which is a tough place for Fred Hoiberg up in names, doing a wonderful job with them.
Undefeated prior to that.
Yes.
Yeah. Kristen, once you get into the league, too, Duke played a great preseason schedule, pre-league schedule. Kansas does. They play a lot of good people. It only gets you better.
It's Warren again, doubled.
Terrific job he's been doing. Emil, the real deal.
He's got 7 rebounds.
understands his offensive ability.
Parker and Washington. Vandenberg and Jefferson. Screen by Jefferson and over Vandenberg. The shot by Cook. The pickup by Barber. Looking to the side. Warren is there. Fouled on the play by Andre Dawkins. I wonder how many coaches, Bill, when they get these great high school kids, and here are two programs that have really been reeling in some top-notch high school, all-American high school players. Coach K, of course, certainly got him for a long time, but how much sometimes they've got to defer to what the kid can do better as opposed to maybe the style that they, as a coach, feel more comfortable with.
Well, I think the better the coach, the longer you're around, they adjust to you a little bit. But no, there's certain things kids can do that open your eyes as well, and that's exactly what Mike was alluding to earlier today. They've got to find a way to make sure that Jabari gets the opportunity in spots he can do some damage.
Well, the good coaches always conform to what they've got, asking what can't they do, but what can they do?
Well, also, they want to make them as good as they can become, thinking of their future, believe it or not, particularly programs like this.
Duke is shooting 46%. State 48.
Yeah, that's a big show, Vandenberg. And I think you got to do that when Jefferson screens. Power personified.
Well, they're getting him close to the rim, and he has prospered. He's got 23, but he's also hit some outside shots, too. Nice game all over the floor for Jabari Parker. Washington inside. Can't get it to go. It's picked up by Jefferson. Players on the wings.
Look at this spread.
Thornton. Oh, Sullivan. Transition threes, my goodness.
Can't cover the ball. Nice back door. Tough look.
Another turnover. Fans are camping outside Cameron, as you all know, in Shashevskyville. Little patch of grass just outside the building.
And that's the problem. That's the problem. Jefferson gets involved in anything. You help a little bit. He's smart, slips, and then the acknowledgement.
I mentioned earlier, Suleiman, who had the assist on that play, had the game-winning three. 22 seconds left against UVA Monday. Warren with a floater.
Now, this is when Mike starts to use a lot of clock unless you've got something really good early. Shorten the game.
Duke 2-2 in the ACC, 10-0 at home overall.
Oh, shooting.
It's
Ducks.
been too easy. Tyler Thornton, one of the captains on Duke. Barber, Washington, Parker aggressively grabbing the rebound. He's lassoed 8. He's nearing a double-double. He's had 4. Jabari Parker's had 4 double-doubles this season already. 6.5 to go.
This is when they toy with you.
Suleiman.
Wow. Beach outside or putting on the deck. A lot of things. Suleiman playing really good basketball right now. The puppies organizing. Look at this reaction. You think he wants this team to get better? Down and dirty with the fist pump. When I get to his age, I hope I have that kind of fire.
I got to check my math here just a second. 6:29 to play. 897 wins at Duke for Coach K. That's at one school. Jim Boeheim at Syracuse, number 1. With that many wins, he's got 934 at Syracuse. But if he wins today, Coach K will win his 200th game here at Cameron Indoor.
Amazing run.
The numbers are staggering. It's Lewis for 3. And off the fingertips of Hairston. No, they're going to say it's off of Washington of North Carolina State. Vandenberg was down there too.
They thought they would get more from inside. There's A little memento. He's had a few of those. Court in his honor back there. I've got a room named after me.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is it a bathroom? No?
It's on the turnpike.
Oh, okay.
Lounge area.
Under 6 to go.
As well as everybody has played, Suleiman included, Parker, and how about Hairston?
They don't block out. Yep,
Second one. He was a tip before, Kev.
That's Josh Hairston.
Then you got to finish the thought. Jefferson has been exceptional, I think.
Like he was on Monday. You're right, Bill.
Nice drop.
Good spin, Warren. TJ Warren's got 21. Coming back home to play. Warren has scored 21 or more points in now 14 of State's 18 games. So he has been pretty singular in that category. They need more scoring on this.
Every trip will be under 10, roughly.
This is Suleiman. Good screen by Hairston, opening the door for the three. And a foul. Yep, you're right. Well, tomorrow, NFL on CBS shows off the dream matchup with two legends, Tom Brady leading the Patriots, Peyton Manning, and the Broncos in the AFC Championship game. It all begins with JP and Company on the NFL Today, presented by Southwest Airlines. More people watched NFL games on CBS than any other network. Three coming up for Suleiman. Well, who do you like, Bill?
Oh, don't put me on the spot. You know better than I do. I'm just looking. Everybody I've talked to wants to see this game. I don't know. Manning out there, maybe it's his turn.
Well, if Manning at 37 would win, and if they would go to the Super Bowl, and if the Broncos would win, he'd do something no other quarterback has done. Won a Super Bowl with two different teams. And if Brady goes and he wins, Brady would win his fourth Super Bowl, which would tie Bradshaw, Montana. He's already up there in the Mount Rushmore of the quarterbacks with all those rings. But boy, it's going to be a great day. Great game for CBS. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Nice appreciation there for Parker going out of the game. They're pretty deep.
Yeah, I would say so.
Don't step back.
On the floor now is Ojale, the freshman from Ottawa, Kansas. He was a parade National Player of the Year out there for Duke. Thornton remains on the floor. Suleiman is dancing with Lee. Hairston is on the wing. And another freshman, Matt Jones, who starts today, second career start. He's on the floor. That's the double five. Here's Barber and Lee out there for North Carolina State. Washington, Lewis, and TJ Warren. That's the five out there for State. 4:07 to play.
Well, you mentioned the credentials of the Duke players. Everybody's got to have a resume that knocks your eyes out.
I mean, every kid on here. Every kid. Most of them are players of the year in their individual state. Then they get the McDonald's and the rivals and the parade decorations. I mean, it just goes on and on.
Yeah, they're in the hunt with every good kid. And when you visit this campus and see the atmosphere, it doesn't hurt, as they say.
I sense, though, more, Bill, that head coaches, and not that they slacked off recruiting, but it's never been more important now as Suleiman takes it in. Hairston tried to slam it. I don't know if it's ever been more important. Here they go Lee at the other end, and finally finding the 5'11 Tyler Lewis. It's never been more important for these kids to see the head coach in their living room. Before you could send assistants, and maybe the head coach might close the deal. Now I think the head coach has got to be out there as much as ever.
Well, that's really changes. When I was coaching, if I sent the assistants, we had a shot. Well, you know what? The number of people they go after is much smaller, believe it or not. I mean, there's the top of the mark, so to speak, is who they're dealing with. But kids want to be loved.
Identify the kids, and when they move in, nice whip around. Yeah, Jones caught it, and Suleiman has had a couple of very sweet assists this afternoon.
He's really rounding into form, playing with a lot more confidence.
Barber, the slashing move, and they got him up high with the Hairston defense, and Barber's down. With 2:48 to play in Durham, it's been all Duke. Well, today CBS is taking you from Rupp Arena to Cameron Indoor to Allen Fieldhouse. Coming up next, Oklahoma State and KU from Lawrence. 4:15 Eastern tip on that one. That's a great day of basketball. If you like college basketball, watch Kentucky, watch Duke, and watch Kansas in one day. That's a pretty good day.
Great names, no question about it. Heating up, getting ready for March.
Duke's biggest win over North Carolina State ever. 39 points, 99-60. It was here back in 1967, late January.
Now, you mentioned those big names. I was at Arizona the other night, and they are really impressive. In the next couple of months, a lot of these teams are going to get better as well. Duke being one of them. Mentioned Kansas coming along a little bit in their conference.
How do you like their freshman at Arizona? Good.
Special. Yeah. Great motor. Never stops.
Suleiman.
Plumlee with a nice screen to let him get to the tent.
Approaching to the point.
I'm sure Mark Godfrey can't wait to get back to the gym and go over something, particularly the quick, anxious play early that got him in this kind of a hole and valuing the ball. Know when somebody attacks you, and they got a big turnaround with Maryland on Monday.
That's right. Well, they got a couple freshmen out there right now, North Carolina State does. And a couple sophomores.
There's a little bit of the Dean Smith four-corner. Did I say that name in this building?
You can.
Sacrilegious. Love the guy, though. A lot of innovations in basketball.
Lee is a junior college transfer for North Carolina State. He's out there his first year in the ACC. Off balance Suleiman. And off of Plumlee and picked up by State. And now they bring in some others off the bench. Zafirovsky, a senior from Lake Forest, Illinois, will come in. He's played in 19 games in his career, and the crowd is as loud for him coming in as anybody.
That's got to be a Chris Collins recruit, don't you think?
That might be, yeah.
Lake Forest.
Chris now up at Northwestern, a big win over Illinois the other night.
Good for him.
Yes.
Great kid.
He's going to build that Northwestern program.
He sure will. Left his buddy Wojo here.
Yep. Now the associate head coach.
Right. Jeff Capel, Nate James. And John Shire back helping out.
He was a Chris Collins recruit out of Chicago.
Had a great run to the championship. Played that point guard position. Adjusted his game.
Beaujolais diving inside. Horn got a piece of him as he comes in there. And so after the game is final here, it'll be the 14th win for Duke. They'll move up to 3-2 after starting 1-2. Worst starting conference play in 7 years, but they've rebounded, they've changed, to talk to Mike Krzyzewski, more of a motion offense. They go to a much more deeper on the bench, bringing off 5 more guys. Paliuka will come in now. Nick Paliuka, who is from Weston, Massachusetts. His dad is the co-owner of the Boston Celtics.
Gets good seats. Saw a championship.
Yes, he does. Mr. Paliuka is always there on the baseline at the Garden watching in Boston. I'm sure he's watching his son here play on CBS.
Loves Duke, too.
Final 20 seconds. That's going to be a 33-point game right now as Warren reaches in 15.7. Duke has now held 8 of the last 10 opponents under 70 points. 7 straight at home. And it will be win number 200 at Cameron Indoor Stadium for Mike Krzyzewski. Coming up next, Oklahoma State and Kansas. You'll see the third of what has been a great freshman class. You watch Julius Randle in game 1. Wonderful performance this afternoon here in Durham by Jabari Parker, and coming up, Andrew Wiggins. But it's the Embiid kid that has got people.
Everybody raves about him.
Wow, the senior for Kansas.
Upside, big future.
And certainly smart for Oklahoma State. That'll be a good one. This was all Duke. A 35-point win. Coach K, win number 971. Enjoyed it, Bill.
Fun game.
Final in Durham, Duke 95, North Carolina State 60. Coming up, the final game of our triple header as Oklahoma State will take on Kansas.